Happy Friday, everyone. I'm going to call this Welcome to my squeaky chair room. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Paper Phenomenon. Happy Friday and super excited to be here. Let's get this chat going. Hello, hello there, everyone. There we go. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to Paper Phenomenon. There's a mosquito in here. We are going to work on a brand new project. Barbara Jean, I haven't seen you in forever in 10 days. I was talking to Jane about you the other day. I was like, where is Barbara Jean? Where is she bees? That's right. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you made it early. Hi, Money. Hi, Rebecca. Happy Saturday to you. Saturday morning, are you having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea? What are you having? Hello to Renee. Hello to Dr. E. Thank you guys for being here and supporting the chat. Thank you. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Queen Lister. Brenda J. Hi, Millie. Re-engineered paper, Rebecca. Brenda H. Hi, Rhea. Coffee, yummy. Coffee is my jam. Back again. How many times have I quit coffee and then I go back and I have coffee? Which, by the way, I have to tell Quickie that I am absolutely in love with the Tim coffee. Hi, Phyllis and Ingrid. Lori. I've been overwhelmed with work. I didn't get a lot of... Oh, okay. Well, thank you, darling. Good. So you're going to make folios or you're making folios? Page folios. I got to be more specific because they're not just folios. They are moving parts page folios. Hi, Annie. C. Morest. CM. Let's call you CM. Sandy King. I mailed your project out. I mean, your product out. Your winner chicken dinner product. You're having wine. These pencil lines on these pages are going to be super straight, babe. Super straight. So we're remixing a really, really cute project from back in 2011. Hi, Diana. Faith is doing well. She's over there eating pizza. Yes, Tim Hortons. Yes. She's having some pizza. I got her a chocolate parfait. Broderick is still working, but she is a happy, happy girl. All right. We had a couple of bites of dessert together. I put her favorite YouTube channel on, and she's a happy girl. All right. You snapped another scoring tool in half. I'm seriously a beast. I have to see said scoring tool, please. Hi, Helene. So anyway, back in 2011, I made a super cute project. I used to sell, it is called, because it's still available in my shop, but it hasn't sold. I haven't sold one in forever and 10 days. And I'm going to tell you why. This is why Remix is here, guys. This is why we are remixing projects. So this album, I made it using a binding mechanism that I used to sell. You know, like the binders, the binder clips, like the Trapper Keeper binder clips. I used to sell those in my shop, and I made a project with those binder clips. But I don't sell those anymore. We now do hidden hinge plus, hollow hidden hinge, all sorts of paper phenomenon bindings, right? And the project is cute. The idea was cute. The pages were cute. So we're remixing. What are we doing? We're taking those pages, the concept of that album, and we're making a brand new album with a brand new binding system and brand new paper. I changed it. I changed the size, the binding system, and a few of the pages. All right. So this is why we're remixing the Grad album, and every album listed in that remix needs to be updated. But they're timeless projects, right? They're timeless projects. So it is warranted, it is completely worth remixing the project, all right? So the page style that I'm doing today is still done over and over and over and over today. I even did it in a most recent project. It's based off of a card design, and I did this in 2011. Yeah, isn't that crazy? So it just goes to show that all of these flips and flaps, and listen, this never goes out of style, guys. Never. All right? My people call it Timmy's. Is it Canadians? Brenda B. If I have already purchased the remix series, so I have to note, if you purchase the remix series, the remix membership, you don't have to purchase anything outside of those projects that are listed in that purchase. All right. If you go into your folder, there's a folder for every remix project there. Now, if I remix a project outside of that list, then yes, that would be a separate purchase for you. Yes. But within that list of that membership that you bought, there was like, 30 projects, Dr. E? Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't have to purchase any of that. Remix 5, which is what I'm doing now, which consists of 3 projects. The Grad album. Oh, I got to look it up on my phone. Ooh, I didn't bring my phone. I need my phone because we're having a giveaway today. Anyway, I'll find my phone. Darn it. I'll find my phone. And Dr. E says approximately. So, yeah. So, what was I saying? So, Remix 5 consists of 3 specific projects. And I name it and I number them because I kind of tackle them in 3s. All right. And I sell a kit membership for those 3 kits. So this is Remix 5 for the 3 kits that for the 3 projects that I'm going to work on now. Make sense? So hopefully that makes sense. So for those of you, hi Dawn. So for those of you, what happened? I missed something. So for those of you that did not get the original remix, membership, then you would purchase to make these 3 projects Remix 5. And Dr. E will link you to that. Okay? Dr. E, did I miss something? Let's see. Yeah, the Remix membership was absolutely 100% the best deal. So I don't know if you guys notice a trend with me, a pattern that I follow. When I release something new, there's always an introductory price. Okay, perfect. There's always an introductory price. But then after a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, and I left Remix on there for a long time, I either discontinue it or it goes up to what my regular price is. So with the Remix membership, it was like a steal of a deal. And for those of you who trust me that I'm going to deliver on something, you kind of buy these things, right? You buy them sight unseen all this stuff. And not that those who didn't buy it don't trust me. It's just that they like to know what they're buying or they don't want to wait, right? So usually that's how it works. And I get it. That's fine. That's completely acceptable. So all of the projects that are in your project folder on box.com are included in your Remix membership. Any project outside of that, because I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of projects, there will be a Remix too, right? So when that goes up for sale, then you guys get it, right? You guys get it. So now how I've broken up Remix is by threes. So you get 3 projects. If you buy Remix 5, you get 3 projects. And I'll tell you what those projects are. And I'm going to quickly go get my phone so I can tell you what those projects are. And I forgot to take something that I need to take. 2 minutes, por favor. 2 minutes. Okay, that was less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. All right. Hi, Ruth. All right, I'm back up here. All right. So I have to take Advil because my shoulder's been hurting me and I've just been doing the Penetrex. But I feel it tweaking a little bit more and I don't want it to get bad. So I'd rather just take the Advil and get it over with. So hold on, people. Hold on. Yes, baby. Can I say hi to them? Yep. Come on in and say hi while I take my Advil. Say hello.
Hello. Today I had the best day of my life. My friends couldn't play with me, but I hang out with my mom. We swam, then we ate pizza, and she got me a yummy shake. Something really good.
A parfait.
A parfait.
You gotta look at the camera when you're talking.
A parfait, and it was so delicious.
Yes. Mm. She was swimming. She's gotten so much sun, my baby. Mm. All right? All right, say goodbye to everybody. Mommy's got to start, okay? I love you. I'll be done soon, I promise. And Daddy should be home very soon. Go watch your show. Love you.
I see you guys are giving me a lot of
Oh yeah, sorry, I got it all covered. Be careful, I'm gonna fall off my chair. My one of my wheels are broken. Aw, hi Faith, hi Faith, hi Faith. Miss Renee is asking if you're happy that you're out of school.
Oh yes, I am.
Yes, she is. Miss Tina says, love all the Faith photos. I want to use them in my album. So cute.
Who's Miss Tina?
Miss Tina. All right, say goodbye. Gotta go.
Which one's Miss Tina?
Right there. T-I-N-A. Tina. All right.
T-I-N-A?
Yeah. Okay, look at me. You gotta go, sister. Adios. Give me a kiss. Mm.
Where is she?
Hold on. I gotta reach for it. Tina right there.
Oh.
There it is.
Tina. H-I-N-E.
Harold is the last name. Okay, go. I love you. Goodbye. Don't make me throw you out. Get out of here. How's that? Oh, Mama.
I can't to do something.
Go, shut my door.
I'm going to be behind the door.
No, I have to work, baby, okay? You know, this is important, sweetheart. All right, guys. If mommy doesn't work, mommy can't buy you toys. That always works. Always works, guys. Always. It's so funny. Oh, welcome, Sally. Okay, guys. We had to throw her out. So, let me have a little more water. Do you catch how she delays? Exactly. She does it with everything. All right. So I have my phone. I can tell you what projects are in Remix 5. Although if you go to the purchase page, you will see it. It's on the purchase page. All right. So Remix 5 is the Grad album. And if you go to my brand new YouTube channel, Dr. E just posted it. So you'll get to see it. And listen, for some of you who are paper collectors, let's just call them, you may still have those old papers, all right? The Journey Suitcase and Album. That is such a good one. And you want to know what paper we're going to use for that? The Savannah Collection. So for the Grad album, we're using Flutter Bloom. The Journey Suitcase and Album, we're using the Savannah Collection. And project number 3 is the Hybrid Shadow Box and Album. That is such a good project. And we're using fairies and fireflies. The best news about this is if you did not get my kit when I released it probably last year, because that's how I operate, you can get the paper collection. All right, you can't get the kits no more, but you can get the paper collections. I am having those printed, so you can get a digital or the hard copy or both, whichever ones you like. Okay, all 3 of those paper collections are being printed as we speak, people. All right. Thank you, Sherry. I'm so glad you love it. I have the die cuts with a view timeless one that you use in the Grad album. Yeah, see? Some of you may have it. Are you calling me a hoarder? No. Paper collector. All right. That's what I'm saying. So I don't have any of the Flutter and Bloom paper collections with me right now. I actually have the first release, but I can't show you that because the digital collection is larger than the printed version. So I don't want to make a mistake and use something that's not in the printed version. So I'm going to show you an old project. I don't know if this project is in a remix. I'm not sure. But I'm going to show you an old project showcasing the paper so you can see what the papers are, okay? So let's change the camera view. All right, guys. So this is where the magic happens, and we're going to do it today. So I have one of my cards in this paper collection, all right? And it's just showcasing the gorgeous embellishments here, all right? So that's in Cards Takes 2, if you're interested. And I know this is, I should be ashamed of myself, but I don't know the name of this project. I can't. I'm sure Renee or Dr. E will tell me what it is. But just so you get an idea of the paper collection we're using, I know that all of these embellishments are in there. Look at this embellishment. Look at this, guys. Isn't that fabulous? All of the paper clips, crowns, pocket cards, these gorgeous coins in here. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. All right. So let me show you some of this paper. This album is amazing. It definitely needs to be remixed with my new hollow hidden hinge binding system. But it is such a fantastic collection. Look, this comes out. This comes out, guys. Look at this little wallet. Okay? Look at this. 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 And I'm not going to go through the whole album, but it is gorgeous. And this would be in Remix 2 because I already selected all the projects for Remix, for the current Remix membership. And yeah, that's it. So it's got this belly band with this stacked pocket arrangement here. This here. So what the purpose of me showing you this is to show you the paper collection. Okay, so you see the paper that we're using. The paper is gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This was fun to make. This was a great album. It had a different take on a binding system that I have since then perfected. And this is also a really old project. I love these undercut pages. So here you go. Hi, Jules. And then over here. So oh gosh. So this is kind of like a play on a gatefold style, guys, but just I want you to see the paper. The paper is so stunning. So you could get the paper collections, printed or the digital. Remember, always with the digital, guys, you get more. Always, always, always. So with a printed collection, I have to pick and choose which papers go in the collection. So I don't want to screw up and use something that's not in the paper, so I'm going to wait for the paper. All right. So the main show stopper in the Grad album is this page, because it's a really simple album. I was looking at my older projects and I noticed that I used to do like a showstopper page and then simple pages. Now all of my pages are showstopper pages. So I think I'm gonna, when I design a new album, I may go back to this. I'm gonna see how this remix goes, and I think I'm gonna go back to that because it kind of helps with Scrappy Tate. Yes, I think it is Photo Max. Something Max. Yes, 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 Scrappy Tate. So let's see how this album goes, and let's see if we love the showstopper page and then the more simple pages. So this is the showstopper page. Remember, I did this in 2011. All right, 2011. I updated the page by putting, this was just the photo mat, all right? And Dr. E will link you to the video of the original project from 2011. It didn't have the hidden hinge binding system, and it didn't work this way so nicely. And it's a different size, okay? Also, I'm going to show you how to make this page by hand. We're going to do it now. And also, Sandy Geek is going to make SVG files for this particular page, so you don't have to do all the cutting. Your cutting machine will do it for you. So it'll be in the project folder when it's ready. When is it going to be ready? I don't know, my friends. I don't make these SVG files. Sandy Geek makes them for me. So she does them when she gets them done. All right. I don't have a time frame with her. Although she's fabulous, she does it when she's ready, right? She does them when she does them, but I don't like to set a time for that, all right? Folio Max Mini Album. Yes, that's the name of that project. That's the name of that project. And I would love to remix it because my new hollow hidden hinge binding system, chef's kiss, guys. That album will be chef's kiss. All right, back to where the magic happens. So we're going to make this page. Look at your cutting guide. Your cutting guide is in your project folder. If you do not have access to this particular project folder, then you want to purchase Remix 5. You get 3 amazing projects in this remix. All right, Remix 5. If you do not want to purchase Remix 5, then you could just purchase this single project. It is also in the shop as a standalone, and it's called Remix the Grad album. All right, once this remix is done, I may rename this because it's different, guys. It's different. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll confuse it with the videos. All right, so let's look at our pieces. If you look at your cutting guide, I want you to cut and score according to your cutting guide. So this is your page, your piece A. All right, this is A. I want you to pay very close attention to this. For this piece, the score lines are not going to matter whether you're on the bumpy or the dented side, okay? Oh, no, no, no. Dr. E says it's called the Mini Album Max. So this album is called Mini Album Max. All right. And I got to be honest with you. When I remix this, I won't be changing a lot. Probably the binding system only because the pages are stellar. They're stunning. They're perfect. So we shall see. So you want to make sure for that one, you may have to have the original tutorial. All right. All right. So we are officially starting with the remix of the Grad album. All right. Right now. So I can tell people that they can fast forward after 25 minutes in a little note. All right, so piece A, your cutting guide is in your project folder, inbox.com, and we're going to take it straight from the top, my friends. This album has 5 pages. The finished size will be 8 1/4 by 6 1/4. Great size. You'll be able to fit 4 by 6s and below. No, you will be able to fit 5 by 7s and below in this album. All right, so let's get started. So for your piece A, all right, in style 1, your score lines do not matter in this case. What's going to matter here, meaning the orientation of your score line will not matter, whether you're on the bumpy or the dented. What I want you to do is to make sure that, don't put tape yet. Don't put tape yet. I showed you my tape. Don't put tape. What I want you to make sure is that this 1/2 inch score line is on your right hand side. All right. That's what I need you to make sure of. Whether you're on the bumpy side, the dented side, don't matter. All right. I want this to be on the right hand side. All right. Now we're going to work on this left hand side. I'd like you to, on the left hand side, draw a line from the edge at a 1/2 inch. At the bottom, only on this left hand side, at a 1/2 inch. Don't go over to the right hand side. Parallel to the score line. Fold it in half. Don't look at that tape right now. At a 1/2 inch. Nice and straight, guys. Notice how nice and easy I'm taking it. At the top, 1/2 inch. Make sure it's nice and straight. So when you unfold it, you should have this box on the left-hand side. And the reason why I'm telling you that the score line doesn't matter here, because on piece B, the score line is not going to matter, and you will see why I'm telling you this. All right? You will see. Okay? And I want you just to get that in your head because I don't want you to think that you did something wrong. All right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to cut this line, and this line. I do not want you to cut on this top line. Okay? So I want you to cut in this U shape that you see right here. So let's do it, guys. So cut. And I'm showing you how to do it manually, but if you are an SVG girl or guy, you will get an SVG file in your project folder. And you won't have to do this. It'll come cut for you already. I'll show you what the SVG file will look like once you cut it. Okay, so back to the original position. This box is on the left-hand side. All right, so you should have this. Now this top line will be a score line. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and score. Please do not get ahead of yourself and fold on the score line. All right, please do not. You will not be happy with yourself. So just score on this line right in the frame only. Don't go past the frame. We're going to do a little more scoring. See, score line. Now, from the bottom, opposite that score line, you're going to measure out 1 inch from the cut edge and you're going to score just in the center only. Don't go outside the frame. Okay, so 1 inch from the bottom, right? Just right in there. Please do not fold on your score lines. Then from the cut edge of this part right here, from the cut edge, not from the score line, I want you to measure 3, forgive me, from the score line, I want you to measure 3 inches. All right, and then draw a line across. Score across. Score across. You can draw a line if you want to, but scoring is better. All right. Remember, don't score outside of this area. Do not fold on your score lines, please. I feel like my score line is crooked here, and it is. I can see that now. Darn it. Okay, now what I want you to do is fold up this flap and put your tape. I'm going to flip it over so I can burnish, okay? Give it a really good burnish. Bring it back to the original position. Now you're going to grab your piece D. All right, so your piece, everything is backward, upside down. This is a tag, okay? If you do not have an SVG file, you're going to have to do the following. You're going to have to do the tag shape, and I use this angled side of this chomper. And you have to put a hole in it. So you're going to find your center, and you're going to measure 3/4 of an inch from the top, which would be the tag angled side. And you're going to punch a hole, my friends. If you have an SVG file, it already will be done for you. All right, it'll be a tag with a hole. Your D piece will be done for you. All right. This is what your piece will look like. Right? When you cut it out, it'll look just like this, like a tag, a big old tag. When you cut your SVG file out, it'll look like this, no score lines. You will have to put it in your trimmer and score according to your cutting guide, okay? Then you have to plug in these score lines that we did here, okay? That's why I was very slow in doing that, because your SVG file will just be this cut. You will have to score, okay? All right, so back to the original position. Now what I'd like you to do is grab your tape, and I hope by this time you're using Maker Basics tape. You can use your 3/8 inch roll if you have it. If you do not have Maker Basics tape, then I would love it when you run out of tape, or when you're about to run out of tape, I would love it if you would go to my website, paperphenomenon.com, and try a roll of my tape. All right, this is a 1/4 inch. What did I do with my 3/8 inch roll? I have an unopened one here that I don't want to open because I know I have an opened one. What did I do with it? Ah, there it is. When you are almost out of tape, instead of buying your regular tape, just try mine. Just give it a try. I promise you, you will love it. I want you to tape 3/8 inch tape, or 1/4 inch is fine, right in that 1/2 inch space that we did right here. No tape overhang. It is absolutely essential. All right, so you're going to fold and tape, and then I want you to unfold, and this is necessary. I want you to cut off a little sliver right here. Yes, on the flap where the tape is. Okay, just a little sliver. Go ahead and cut that off. It is necessary. Now I want you to give it a little mini taper. Now I want you to grab your tag before you remove the tape backing, you're going to line up the tag with the bottom of this flat piece here. Okay, see this flat piece? Your tag will line up with that bottom right there. You're going to center it, however, to this space right here. Okay, so I want you to do a dry run, and I want you to make sure that your tag is centered, that you have a little bit of space here and a little bit of space to the left of the tag. Once you find your placement, you know what you're doing, you take off your tape backing. And I like to hold my piece in place, then drop it into place. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why we had to cut off a sliver here. Because this piece, now I want you to fold in half. I want you to place this down, face down, and I want you to burnish right along that fold. Notice I haven't folded any of the other score lines yet. Okay? Give it a burnish. I want you to cut a little bit. I need you to cut a little bit off because you don't want this flap to peek outside of this frame here. Okay? So cutting just a sliver off as opposed to scoring at 3/8 of an inch. No, I want you to cut a sliver off. Okay? It's just going to fit better. And the flap will go on top of the tag onto this frame here. Okay? So on top of the tag, and you're going to stick it to the frame. All right, so let's do that again. So the tag goes down, the flap goes on top of the tag, then you stick it. Okay? So I want you to hold this side down. Notice I haven't scored anything. And then I want you hold this side down because the frame is going to kind of bulge a little bit. You don't want that. Hold that down, and then I like it with that, but I actually like it with my hand better. I feel like I have more control. Then you stick it down, guys. Okay? And you can do, little by little. Because it's a 1/2 inch, and I did exactly what I didn't want to do. I got to do undo. I didn't line it up exactly. You got to be careful when you're burnishing because you're going to shift the little itty bitty frame. And that's what I don't want to do. All right? So what we may do is do it this way, right? Bring it down. Just make sure it's right on over the tag. Oh yeah, this is better. There we go. Perfect. Because if you go like this, you're going to kind of slide your frame over, and you don't want to do that. All right? So now you're going to pull just so gently, right? Pull, pull, pull. You got to help it because remember, we didn't fold on our score lines. And there's a reason for that, and I will explain. I always like to give you the why. So just push. So you see that score line? Go ahead. And then you're going to push again. Push some more until you see the second score line. Right? And then go ahead and fold on the score lines. That's it. The reason why, so you're going to fold on the one at the bottom. Right? This crease. The reason why you don't want to fold on the score lines beforehand, because it does this, and then you will not be able to get this on straight, okay? And you don't want that, right? So it's easier to do it this way. So there's the mechanism, my friends. Done. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy, right? I just took it nice and slow so that you all can see the process. Now, these frames are going to kind of bow out for now, but hold on, please. And I just want to see if you can see that. See that a little? It's hard to see in the black. All right. Now, your piece B. Here is your piece. No, that's still piece. here's your piece B. So your piece B looks similar to your piece A, except that it has an extra score line at the bottom. And if you look at your cutting guide, I forgot to add this bottom score line. So I will add it and re-upload it, but it's on the 7-inch side at a 1/2 inch, okay? But I will add it. So your piece B is missing a 1/2 inch score line, which is this one down here. Right, so you have one here, and then one here. It is super important that the score lines, one is at the left and one is at the bottom, okay? That's what is important here. Not that your tape is on the bumpy or the dented. That's not what's important. Your score line needs to be on the right-hand side. See it? Over here, that 1/2 inch and the 1/2 inch at the bottom. Now, we're going to draw another frame at a 1/2 inch. On the left-hand side, all the way around. The difference here is that we're going to cut the entire frame out. So 1/2 inch here, at the bottom where that score line is, parallel to that score line, it's at 1 inch. Okay? Once we construct this entire thing, you'll see it's a 1/2 inch frame. But while that score line is there, you have to draw your frame at 1 inch. Did that make sense, or should I rewind? So at the fold, another 1/2 inch. See what's happening here? And then at the top, another 1/2 inch. So now let's go back to the original position where you should have score line at the bottom and score line on the right-hand side, okay? Is it possible to complete the project from the retreat in 3 days? Oh, 100%, yes. Yes. We're doing it from start to finish. We're making this entire album today. Now, what's different with this one is that you're cutting out on all 4 sides, all right? You're going to pop this panel out, all right? This is going to be an acetate panel. So cut, all 4 sides, please. Oh, I said the album, I meant the pages. We're finishing these pages today. And cut. All right, look at that. So pop that out. Now, I want you to fold this in half. And right at that score line, I want you to taper. Not a mini taper, a full taper. You're going to take your scissors, place them on the diagonal, and cut right to the score line. Not in the score line, just right to it. Okay? That's a full taper. See that? You get a nice little triangle there. Okay. Now, you see this here? Now we have 2 individual flaps. Now, where the frame is, I want you to fold this up, and I want you to remove that flap. So you want to fold, but your ruler right up against the fold. Right up against the fold. Oh, Broderick is on his way home. Wonderful. That makes me very happy. Remove that. There you go. Now, I want you to miter right here. Notice there's 2 intersecting score lines. Position your scissors right across those intersecting score lines and cut. Okay. And then I want you to do a mini taper, which is just snip the corner at the very top, right there. Now that you have these 2 flaps, one on your right and one on the bottom, you're going to fold them up to the pencil marks. And then you add your tape, okay? You can add your tape before if you want to, but I just want to show you how important it is that this is on the right-hand side, okay? And I didn't want the tape, bumpy side versus dented side, to impede this, okay? Say Monroe, Oh, Daddy is home. Wonderful. So I want you to flip this down, fold your flaps, fold on your score lines, right, to form your flaps, and I want you to burnish with the flaps going down, like that. All right. Then in your cutting guide, I give you a measurement for your acetate. I want you to grab your 1/4 inch tape if you have it, or 1/8 inch tape, not 3/8 inch. 3/8 inch may not work, guys, because I think it'll stick on you, seal your pocket. So really close to the frame without going over, apply your 1/4 inch tape. If you don't have 1/4 inch tape, then you want to cut your acetate just to the size of this frame here so that you can use 3/8 and then it won't seal your pocket, okay? Remove the tape backing and attach the acetate. Like so. All right, and attach your acetate piece. This is the 0.007 acetate that you can find in my shop. All right, paperphenomenon.com. If there are some new people here. Now, you want to close this. So fold, face down and burnish, face down. Give it some really good support and then burnish. And I personally like to hold it nice and flat. Remove my tape backing just so that I know it's going to be perfectly aligned and I don't get any wonkiness. Done. And we've got ourselves a pocket, an acetate window pocket. All right, so this is different. I didn't do this back in 2011. All right, so now you're going to see this section right here, minus that 1/2 inch space. You're going to put tape here without going over the edges, please. You can use glue if you'd like, but let's go ahead and use tape. I'm using 1/4 inch tape, but you can feel free to use your 3/8 inch tape, please. And now you're going to, before you remove the tape backing, I want you to place this right on the page. You will notice that I size this so there's an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, right? From that 1/2 inch space up, not the 1/2 inch space to the bottom. And that's where you want to attach this, okay? Right there. So go ahead and remove the tape backing. And stick it down. So my friends, this is what Remix is all about. If Kathy were a technologically inclined person, I mean, I can do that, but I just hate doing stuff like that. I would be able to take a snapshot from my video and show you a before and after here on the screen, but you know, I didn't do that. So make sure that everything is perfectly aligned, because even when you fold on your score lines, listen, it can get a little wonky, all right? You can fold crooked, you know, you can jack it up. So be careful. Make sure everything's nice and straight, and then hold that down, right? Because you see how it tends to kind of buckle right there? You want it to be nice and flat, right? Nice and flat. And then you want to take this and situate it right where we discussed. See, mine is trying to pop up. I tell ya. Right where we discussed, please. Nice and centered to the space. And ta-da! And look. Boop! Back in 2011, my friends. 2011 I did this. All right. The difference between the page in 2011, there was a space here to bind, you know, to put holes in it, to put it in a binder, right? It didn't have this piece right here was just a photo mat. And yeah, that's it. And the size is different. I resized it to fit a full 4x6. So you could get a 4x6 here and here. In here, you can do a double 4x6, right? Because it's a pocket, so you can put a card style photo mat. All right, card style. So there you go. How cute is that? Hi, Val. How cute is this? Back in 2011, my friends. So for the back side, let's grab some more pieces. All right. So you're going to make a total of, well, let me finish. Well, no, you're going to make a total of 3 of these. Okay, 3. I've already made 2. I have to make 1 more. All right. You're going to make a total of 3 of these right here. Now, you're going to notice that the remaining pieces, I only asked you to cut 2 of them, not 3, for the 3 pages that you have to make, right? So let me get this out, because this is to make another pop-up thingy. Now, we have 3 Ds, okay? Let me make the last pop-up thingy, because it'll be easier, all right? So I'm going to just blow through this one, okay? Because I gave you guys instruction already. Just remember that score line needs to be on the right hand side. That's important here. Your A piece, you're only cutting on 3 sides. Your B piece, you're cutting on 4 sides. So those are, you know, important things to remember that you tend to forget. On your A piece, at the bottom, you draw your frame at a 1/2 inch. On your B piece at the bottom, you draw your frame at 1 inch. So little things like that will screw up your progress. You know, you'll be like, ah! Believe me, I speak only from experience. So here's my A piece. So I'm only cutting 1, 2, 3. This top is a score line, okay? So you got to remember that. So we're just cutting on right on those pencil lines. Nice and straight. And I already felt my ruler shift. Good job, Kat. Good job. Use a non-skid ruler if you have trouble keeping your ruler steady. And I have to tell you, as the years have gone by, I have trouble keeping my ruler steady. So now we're going to make a few score lines right along this pencil line, right? Right on that pencil line, we're going to score. Right across it. Do not score into the frame you just made. That would not be good. It's not going to ruin the mechanism. However, it will not look good because when you mat, you'll see those score lines. So here from the bottom, right, original position, there's that flap on the right hand side. The bottom is opposite the score line. The bottom is cut. The top is scored. You're going to score at 1 inch. All right, 1 inch from the cut edge. Then from that score line, you're going to measure 3 inches up. And you're going to score on that 3-inch line, on that 3-inch mark. Only in this flap part. Making sure I'm straight. Okay. Oh, Faith is so happy her daddy's home. And now I'm happy because I don't feel like I'm neglecting my daughter. All right. So don't fold on those score lines. Grab your D piece, which is a tag. I'm going to make my hole. If you're using your SVG file, which will be available to you as soon as Sandy Geek makes the SVG files. If you're doing this manually, you need to cut the tag shape at the top. If you have a chomper, use your angled chomper. To do the hole, you're going to measure 3/4 of an inch from the angled parts down and find your center, and that is where you're going to put your hole for your eyelet. Okay, so as you can see, you can do this all manually. This is what I normally do. I provide SVG files, but I do it all manually so that you can do it too. All right, so now Original position, flap on the right hand side, tape on the second 1/2 inch space, right? Because there are 2 1/2 inch spaces now. There's this one at the bottom, and then there's a 1/2 inch space here on this flap now, right? So tape on that side along that 1/2 inch. No tape overhang. I have tape overhang, not good. So I'm going to get rid of that. No tape overhang here, please. That's super important. Okay. Now you're going to position this right over the tape. I notice I haven't taken the tape backing off. Line it up with the first cut edge, not the second cut edge. Center it from side to side. You should have approximately 1/8 and 1/8 to the left and the right hand side of the tag. I like to position it. Be happy with that spot. Lift while holding it in position. Remove the tape backing. It helps if you have nails. And then drop. Okay? Done. Now, we're going to cut that sliver off just to be sure that there's nothing. Well, put your tape, fold, and add your tape. 3/8 inch tape if you have it. Cut that sliver off just to be sure that there's nothing peeking out of the frame. And we're going to do a little mini taper. Fold. I like to burnish with my flaps facing my work surface. There. Now I'm going to fold again. Careful. Make sure it's nice. Let's do this side because this side has more stability. And burnish. You can seal this at the bottom with a bit of glue or add tape if you'd like to. It does add more stability to the page. So tag goes underneath the flap. Flap is on top of the tag. So we're going to do like this. Remember, that way we can keep everything nice and straight and flat. Just be careful when you lift that you don't move your tag out of position because it can happen very easily. So just, remove the tape backing just a little bit. Make sure that tag is back tucked under there. And then seal it right down there and then pull when you're 100% that your tag is in place. Ta-da! Now you can fold on these score lines and you just have to help it a little bit, okay? So the first one, that's the easiest one to do is the center one. See how easy that is? So just push back, push back, push back. See that score line coming into view? Crease, push back, push back. This one, crease, see that? Push back, push back. The last one is this one down here. The higher you go, the more the score line will reveal itself to you, okay? Oh, sorry, Lynn, that you're confused. What are you confused about, love? All right, there we go. The tag, if you notice, is larger than this, and that's to create stability in the page so it doesn't pop out of the frame, and then you're wrestling with this, right? You're wrestling to get this in there. So it's just perfect, guys. Feel free to seal it at the bottom, but please do not add so much glue that you get your tag caught in the glue, right? You don't want to do that. Don't do that. All right, now for one more frame, which is your B piece. Your B piece. Fairies and Fireflies is for the third project, which is an album / shadow box. Dr. E, that one is not on YouTube yet, is it? Oh my gosh. I did that one with a Graphic 45 paper collection, it came out so good. So now when I remix it, woo-wee, that's going to be hot. 1/2 inch. Remember, those score lines need to be at the bottom and the right-hand side. From the score line at the bottom, you want to draw your line at 1 inch. Do not come over to this side. you're drawing your frame on your left-hand side. Because I can't really measure my 1/2 inch from the score line on the ruler, I can't see, so I have to fold it, okay? 1/2 inch. Draw my line, back to the original position, 1/2 inch across the top. Right there. Done. Now, for this one, we're going to cut on all 4 lines. No scoring, okay? No scoring. We're cutting. Oh, no scoring, right? We are cutting, people. All 4 lines from intersection to intersection. You stop where the pencil lines intersect. Cut, flip, and cut. Flip and cut, people. My friends, Crop at Home kits are in the mail. The first batch went out. My international kits went out. Second batch will be going out at the end of this week. So if you don't see any movement on your tracking number, you're in my second batch. And the reason there's a second batch is because I put 2 paper collections in the kits. So I had to order some more paper. All right, acetate, please. But that'll be here in no time. It'll be here next week. So they'll ship then. Everything is packed. I'm just waiting for that second paper pack. But you guys will have it well a month in advance. So you'll be able to do all your prepping. It's so good. You're going to get access to the project folder on June 1st. Is that tomorrow? All right, so tape around the perimeter of the frame. You can install your acetate now or fold and do your full taper, right? Full taper. Boom. You can do your original position. Before you miter, you want to attach your tape here and here along the score lines opposite the frame. Okay, see that? And then you can miter. And then you do a mini taper up here. Done. And now we remove this flap. Fold. Position your ruler right up against that fold. Grab your knife, hold your ruler steady, and cut, my friends. Done. Now, remove the tape backing, add your acetate. It's better to add your acetate as close to the end as possible so it doesn't get all mucked up. And I said mucked with an M. Yep, so you get access to your project folder. There's lots of information in there. All of the videos are already there. For those of you who did not get the kit, you can get all your supplies ready. The link to the Zoom link is not yet there, but it will be there in a few days. So you can test your Zoom link out. There'll be instructions on how to access the Zoom classroom. It's so easy, guys. If I can do it, I promise you, you can do it. Flaps on your desk and you burnish. There's still time to sign up for the no kit option. If you'd like to sign up, please do. It's on my website, paperphenomenon.com, and I'll show you what project we're working on. So close and seal. Make sure your flaps are not overlapping. And I remember to say that because mine are slightly overlapping. Ta-da! Again, I like to do it this way because I can really keep my flaps in check. So I'll go that way. I'll remove a little bit of tape backing here and a little bit of tape backing here on this side. Stick that into place and then just pull it. Seal, pull. Wow! I pulled too hard. April, I am also a beast. All right, and there's that pouch style pocket with a blasted out window, acetate window. All right, my friends, a little bit of tape and we'll install this one. We'll have our 3 pages done, the front of the pages done, and then we'll have to add the binding pockets and another little pocket assembly to just 2 of them. Okay, just 2. So that is not a typo in your cutting guide. Yes, only 2 pages get the pocket assembly on the back. All 3 of them get the binding pocket. No tape overhang, folks. Make sure that you don't have any tape overhang. All right, so you line it up from side to side, 1/8 of an inch all the way around, my friends. Drop it and stick it. Done. Done, 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 done. Hi, Lene. Yeah, the project is not released in the shop just yet, but it will be released. Probably Monday. If Jane can do it tomorrow, she'll do it. But if not, Monday. I hate to bother Jane on the weekends. And I have to tell you, I do it all the time. But I really dislike doing it. All right, so there it is, my friends. Super cute frame. There'll be a little tab here. Tab and tag. Boop. Super cute. All right, so we have 3 of these pages. All 3 of them get the D piece. All right, all 3 of them get the D piece. Let's prep our D pieces. These are our binding pockets. So 2 score lines, top and bottom. Tape on the dented side, please. You want to apply your tape closest to the cut edge without going over the cut edge. Fold on your score lines to form your flaps and burnish with a bone folder or a burnishing tool. Do that to all 3 pieces, please. Fold on your score line to form your flap. All right. Score line. Tape on the dented side of the score line. There's the bumpy side. You can feel the little bump. Tape on the dented side of the score line. Burnish. And one more burnish. You mean I can say stick it and get in trouble? Yes, you can. All right, so here we go, friends. Now, so here's your page. We still have one more page design to go, but these are the 3 main pages. So when you, let's say they're all stacked one on top of each other, you're gonna flip it. This is the back of it now. This is your binding side right here. So your binding pocket is going to go like this. All right, right along the right hand side of the page once you flip it, once you're on the back side of the page. So let's go ahead and remove the tape backing. You want to line up the binding pocket with the edge, right on the edge, top to bottom. If you cut properly, it fits perfectly on the space. You should not stick anything to the tag, only to the back of the page. All right, your binding pocket should be open. You should be able to put your hand through it like so. One more time. Flip, attach your binding pocket to the right hand, flush to the right hand side. So remove the tape backing. And stick it down. Line it up right with that fold or right with the edge of the page. Perfect. Original position. Turn the page again. Back of the page. Align the D pocket with the right hand side, which is the binding side. That's where we will insert the hinges of the binding system to attach our pages to the album. And there you go. All right, so now these 3 pages have the D pocket, which is the binding pocket. You're going to take 2 pages and we're going to install or attach the remaining pieces, which is F, E, and F. So let's prep E and F, shall we? The E is a pocket. We've got 3 score lines. You're going to apply your tape parallel to the score lines on the dented side. Once you do that, I want you to flip it over to the bumpy side and look for those intersecting score lines that form an X. There it is, people. See that X? There it is. You're going to take your scissors, position that you're going to miter. This is mitering. Take your scissors, position it across the X and cut. One more time. One more time. There's 2 X's. Once again for the second piece. All right, now you're going to fold on your score lines to form your flaps and burnish. Flaps against your work surface to burnish. That's how you get a nice clean burnish. All right. Done. Now let's prep our F piece. It's just a flap. I want you to do a mini taper. That's just snipping off just those corners. Teeny tiny bit. Fold, tape on the dented side. Fold and burnish. All right, my friends. So to 2 pages only. You're going to attach E to D. Flush to the bottom, centered from side to side. Remove the tape backing and stick it down. All right, so line everything up beautifully. We're stacking here, my friends, so that means everything lines up. When you get a nice stack, you don't see all of the layers. When you're all wonky, you start seeing layers. F. Opposite E, so top edge, center it. You're going to notice that F is smaller than your E piece and your D piece. I want you to center it to the space. All right, there's a reason why it's smaller. Because when we flip, I don't want this crashing into the binding edge. And you'll see that once we assemble the book. So it's slightly cut under. So make sure you center it, please. So you should have about 1/8 to the left and the right hand side of your F piece. Burnish. All right, so the back of D, the back of the page, 2 pages only. You're going to have this and a pocket. Okay, let's do it again. Stacking, nice and neat, layering one on top of the other seamlessly. Beautiful. And F, one more time, centering it to the space and stacking it so right on top of the one that's already installed. And done. Beautiful. All right, so 2 pages have E and F pieces. 1 page just has a D piece. That page with just the D pocket is the last page. All right, the very last page in the deck. So let me show you the size of the original page so you can see what we have going on here. This is my mock-up. Okay. So this is the size of the original page. Right here. See the difference, my friends? There it is. New page, old page. Just a piece of cardstock. Here we've got an acetate pocket. The back of the page was just a simple pocket here. See, just here we've got this. and now a binding pocket, right? This was a binder style album page. When you turned the page, you had this, right? And then there was another pocket like this when you turn the page, okay? This was a double pocket. All right, so the second page, super easy peasy. So you're gonna make 2 of style 2. So cut your pieces according to your cutting guide. Where do I put my pieces? Ah, I found them. Hold on. I have to move my squeaky chair, guys. Hold on. I don't know why I put them all the way down here. But here they go. Sorry about all the racket. All right, so we're taking it from the top. We're going to start with A once again. Give me some space. So here's my A piece. So we're making 2 of these, all right? So we'll take it one at a time. I lost the chat. Where are you, chat? I must do better with my squeaky chair. Does my squeaky chair sound terrible? Hi, Cuddly Jeeps. Flip it, stick it, stack it. That's right. Boom, boom, boom. I love that. What size is the acetate? Can a picture fit behind it? Yes, yes, ma'am. We're gonna put a 4x6 photo in there on a photo mat. So 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 with a little tab. Absolutely. We're actually going to do a double photo mat. So you're going to be able to fit 4 pictures in there. It's going to have a little tab. We're going to pull it out. And then another 4x6 photo reveal back here. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. So this is page style 2. It doesn't. Okay. Thank you, Star. Thank you. I'm so slow. No, don't worry. Kim, do you use SVG files? There will be an SVG file for this. So you don't have to cut anything by hand if you use SVG files, all right? Thank you, Jerry. I'm so glad. The Jeep is in the driveway. Did you see it? I showed it off in one of in my gardening pictures. You gotta subscribe to my garden channel. I showed my Jeep. All right, guys. Dented, bumpy side. Here it matters. I want you to fold toward the bumpy side. There's a gusset, 1/4-inch gusset in the middle of this page. All right, so go ahead and fold on those 2 score lines so that you can engage the gusset. All right, so Kim, I do use SVG files, so the SVG files will be in the project folder as soon as Sandy Geek creates them. All right? So just look out for them. They'll be there. Just give her a few days. She will put it up there. Melissa Page, no, I don't hear it. Well, you don't hear, oh, my chair? Yay, I'm so glad. All right, so there's the base of the page. Now let's start stacking, all right? So here's my B piece. In this case, the B piece is the binding pocket, all right? So, hold on. Where's my other one? Here we go. Everything is black, so I start losing things. All right, so same as D, right? If you are remembering the pieces, but B is the binding pocket in this page, in this case. So go ahead and fold, burnish. Don't forget to burnish, guys. It's important to burnish. So when you open the page, you open and then you fold again. This is the back. Open side to the left, gusset on the right-hand side. I want you to attach the page to the edge. I want you to attach B to the edge of the page, all right? So that means you don't see your gusset. Your gusset is on your work surface. If you can see your gusset, you have it wrong. This is wrong. This is right, all right? You don't see the gusset? Peekaboo. No peekaboo, guys. Gusset on the work surface. Line your B pocket or B piece up with the edge of the page. No gusset. Let's go ahead and remove the tape backing. All righty. Listen, this is going to be a super cute album and so easy to make. with just punches of wow factor. There's also a super cute tag booklet that I made in this album back in 2011. All right, a tag booklet. It's so cute. Let me tell you, I made some good stuff back in the day. I gotta bring all that back. All right, binding pocket means it's open all. It's like your what do you call these? When it's cold outside, you put your hand through this thing. I forget what it's called. Ooh, is it time for a giveaway? Dr. E's gonna pick a winner. All right, so we're going back to the front of the page. So boom, boom. Then we've got, what did I do? I already forgot what I did. Let's see. Yeah. I got these. There's two different things different about these pages here. Let me think. So, aha. So this goes like this, and this goes like this, and like, no. Oh, like this. Yeah, like this. Okay. All right. Let me put these right in front of me so I don't screw it up. So then, no, that's the back of the page. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is the front of the page. Okay, front of the page. Front of the page. Yes, okay. I got it now. I know what I'm doing. All right, my friends. So then, that's A, B, and then C. Where's my C piece? So here are my C pieces. I asked you to cut 4. You need 2 for one page and 2 for the other page. Tape on the dented side. Fold on your flaps. Burnish. These are just photo flaps. I'd like you to open your page. Remember, binding pocket is on the back. So open the page. I want you to attach one C to the left-hand side, like so. Here's my flap. No need to taper, no mini taper here. You're going to attach from the bottom, about a 1/2 inch from the bottom, slightly away from the score line, and stick it down. No need to taper, please. Slightly away from the score line, not too much. And now the other one, you're just going to 1/2 inch from the top. So easy peasy, simple, guys. But very, very effective in the photo department, people. Very effective. Then I want you to grab your D pieces. I asked you to cut 4. You need 2 per page. This is identical in the second page. Where I switch things up on you is in the following letters. This is a pocket. Tape on the dented side parallel to the score lines. Look for your X, miter, fold on the score lines. Okay. We are finished. Thank you. Oh, Dr. E and Renee picked the winner. I love it. There's your pocket. Notice my flaps are not overlapping. Tape on the dented side, parallel to the score lines. Flip it over. Look for the X that's formed by the intersecting score lines. Position your scissors right across the score lines or the X and cut. Fold on your score lines to form your flaps. I know, right? I say it a bazillion. How many times do I say burnish? All right, so these, one goes on the right-hand side, one goes on the left-hand side. So, when I attach a pocket, you never, unless otherwise instructed, you never want to attach starting at the score line or in a binding, all right, or in the binding. You always want to start it on the cut edge, okay? Because when I size a pocket, I size it slightly smaller so that you have room to flip. All right, see that little bit of space in there? See that space in between the flap and the pocket? So important to the functionality of the page. Okay, flip it over and then put this one on this side. Same deal. Oh, Dr. E just texted me the winner of the $50 Paper Phenomenon gift certificate. It's not just for digital items. You can buy tape. You can apply it to a kit club. You can buy whatever you want in the Paper Phenomenon shop. You could buy a paper pack. You can buy P3 tape. You can use it for your shipping. Whatever you want, people. All right, it's not just digital items. All right, so this is identical to the second page. You do it exactly the same. So why don't we do that? Why don't we do the second one exactly the same? All right, so it doesn't get confusing. So let's put these pieces in there. Let's fold on our score lines. All right, there's the base. Let's attach our binding pocket, shall we? One burnish. So we're flipping to the back, right? So we open, fold one more time, gusset on my work surface, attaching the binding pocket. So we flip it, and now we're gonna stick it. All right. Right on the edge. Remember, you should not see your gusset. If you see the gusset, that's a bad crafter. All right? Gusset should be facing the work surface. All right, guys, there it is. So now we're going to open. So the front has nothing. Open, nothing, back, B, binding pocket. Let's go ahead and fold on our C pieces. Oh, winner of the $50 gift certificate. I see Dr. E's text message. I will call out the winner as soon as we finish this portion of the page. So about a ½ inch away from the bottom, slightly away from the score line. About a ½ inch away from the top, slightly away from the score line. All right, now we got our pockets, right? Our D pockets, exactly the same. We're just repeating the process, guys. We are repeating it. All right, so folding, scoring. Oh, not scoring, sorry. Burnishing. We're going to burnish now. No scoring. No scoring. All right. What a tease. I know, I'm so bad. I love it. Hi, Tater Tot. Gosh, I've missed so many of you. I'm so sorry. Hi, Jay Kia. All right, so these go on the inside. I can't wait to mat this. There's going to be so much space for photos and such a great size. I'm curious to see how many photos we're going to get in here. If we're going to try to fit mini stories amount of photos, or are we going to fit like 100 photos in here? What do you guys think? What do you think? I'm not sure. Should we treat this as a mini stories? The fact that you can do either or, I think it's pretty cool. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it to give people some options. We shall talk about it. Do you see this giant butterfly? The fact that you can fit this in here, I just love it. This is so important to me. You know, I love my embellishments to be pocket stuffers. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Love, 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 love. All right, so I guess now I can call the winner because we're at the same point on both pages. All right, let's see who wins. Let's see who wins. Dr. E. Jeannie! Yay! Congratulations! Congratulations! You are the winner of the $50 gift certificate to the Paper Phenomenon shop. Look at that. Congratulations. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, friends. So now we have E and F pieces. And this is where it gets a little bit different. All right. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, yeah. I didn't cut a pocket. I got to cut one more pocket. All right. Well, so the first page you're going to flip over, okay? This right, you're going to see the binding pocket and the front of the third page, okay? Or the front of the next page. So this is where so let's push that to the top. We're going to prep our E and F pieces. I'll go over this again. So our E pieces are just a flap, so we're going to do a mini taper. By the way, my accent was so heavy in my older videos. Mini taper. So we're just going to, that was a big taper. That's not such a mini taper. I get annoyed when it gets too big. All right, so mini taper, just snipping off the corners. Fold and burnish. Okay, congratulations to Jeannie. Jeannie, email me, please, at info@paperphenomenon.com. Or I should say email Jane. And Jane will send you your gift certificate. Fold and burnish, people. Fold and burnish. Tape on the dented side. F is a pocket. Let's go ahead. Tape on the dented side, parallel to the score lines. Let's miter. Fold and burnish, my friends. Aw, thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. Tell them, Lene. 184 watching, only 66 likes. What is happening with the thumbs up, people? What is happening? All right. Burnish. So we've got our E and our F. So one E and F goes on the back of the page on the left-hand side. And then the other E and F goes on the front of the page on the right-hand side. Are we following? So here are the two pages, one stacked on top of the other. We're going to open this one. You got a pocket, flap, flap, pocket, close, binding pocket. All right? The next page is the front of the page. Right? The pocket, flap, flap, pocket. It's on the wraps. Should be in there. You shouldn't be looking at it. Do not look at it. All right, let's take it from the top, people. E goes flush against the cut edge. Not flush against the binding pocket. All right, not over here, but over here. All right? Now, let's remove the tape backing. You want to know why I'm whispering? Because that's when you guys listen to me. You're going to be like, oh, what? What did she say? Because it's important. It goes on this side, not on the side of the binding pocket. All right? Because then you'll screw it up. Over here, guys. We're stacking. So what does that mean? Nice and neat. Everything should line up. Done. There's your E. All right, now here is the next page. This one will do exactly the same thing. There is the flap. There's the cut edge. There's no binding pocket here, right? So we don't want to put it against. We don't want to do this. That is a big, I wish I could put a big circle with the line across. That is a no. Flip that flap over. Align it with the cut edge. Okay? I lost my knife. Here. Nope. Scissors. Let's remove the tape backing. And let's stack it. Let's stack it, people. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Nice and straight. Nice and even. Give me a good stack, people. All right. There you go. Burnish. Burnish that into place. So, the back of the page and the front of the next page is one kind of ensemble. All right. So now you're going to put F on the cut edge of E. Why is that the cut edge? Because this is a fold here now, right? See, there's a fold there. So along the cut edge of E, along the cut edge of E. So that would go like this, my friends. Ready? All right. Remove the tape backing, and we're going to stack this on top of E. Let's do it. Do you take your Jeep off-road? I do not. Well, I haven't, but my Robbie has. He's been the driver, and it's quite adventurous. Quite adventurous. I had to use the four-wheel drive one time in my life on the beach when I thought I got stuck in the sand. But girl, I got whipped out of there in 2 seconds with the four-wheel drive. So only one time, thank goodness, because I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But I was fine. All right, next one. This is original to the 2011 book. This page, I didn't change it. Just the assembly is different. Very, very different. My goodness. There was no gusset. There was no true pocket on the inside. It was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. All right. So when we open this, it's going to be like this. Boom. All right. So oh yeah, this is the front. This is the back. Look, I confused myself. So this goes this way. Gusset, gusset. All right, my friends, let's assemble. Let's put our pages in order. We should have 3 of these and 2 of these. So the D, the page that doesn't have the E and F on the back, that's just D, binding pocket on the back, put it to the side. So you're going to grab this page. All right. Then is the page that doesn't have anything on the front. Oh, they both down. Oh, yeah. Nothing on the front. Right? It's got the flap and the binding pocket on the back. Flap, binding pocket on the back is second. Then comes another one of these with E and F in the back. Then comes the fourth page, which is the one that has this flap in the front, binding pocket only in the back. Then the last page is this one with just binding pocket in the back. Okie dokie. There it is. So when we flip, we're gonna flip. We're gonna add a pocket here. Then you open 2, flip. You know, I just realized that with this page, I totally screwed this up. So I think, I don't care. That opens here. That does that. This flips open this way. This does that. And then you flip. Then there, there, there. And binding pocket in the back. This over here. And then flip, binding pocket in the back. All right. Look at that. So what do you think? There's a new page. Look at the old page. Do you see this? Look at that. That was the old page. I'm looking for the interactive page so you can see the differences. Here we go. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, here it is. Old page. New page. Look at the difference, guys. Look at that. Hi, Sandy. Jane to come in as admin to kick you out. Uh-oh, I missed it. I missed so many great conversations in the chat. I can't read the chat while I'm doing things like this because I'll never get anything done. Yeah, Rhea, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. So the next class, we're going to do the inside cover pockets. Excuse me. We're going to do the album cover and the inside cover pockets. All right. And I think I want to talk a little bit about binding and sizing your binding in the next class. So I'm going to leave that. There's going to be an update to your cutting guide, all right? So the only thing that you should cut today is this. Version 2, you can cut your cover and your binding, okay? So wait for version 2 to cut your chipboard and your binding. I don't even know why I put it there, but I did. Because I always change the spine once my pages are done. Because I like to make sure there's plenty of space. This is going to be such a cool album. I'm just really excited about it. You know, once you decorate, everything takes on a whole different life. That's why the paper is so important. So important. So important. Because it takes on a whole new life. Yes, yes, yes. All right, my friends, this was a pretty productive class. We got a winner and we got 5 pages done. 5 people, count them. 5. That is pretty good. And I was yapping it up in the beginning. So, somebody asked me about the Crop-A-Home retreat project, right? Look at it, so beautiful. So I want to remind you guys that I gotta be careful on this chair. Let's not put that out into the universe. But you know I'm missing a wheel and I can't find the same exact chair, so I refuse to buy a different one. But I'm gonna have to do it. Look at it, guys. Look at it. Look, you see your little pouch there? Do you see your little pouch? It's tucked away. Remember, for the class, I will not be doing this cover. I'm going to do a regular cover because the videos are already in there for this cover. So I want to give you just a regular cover so that, you know, if you're using a different paper, you don't need this cover. You don't have to do this cover. You could do a regular cover. All right. So I'm so excited. They sell replacement wheels. I guess I have to look into that. I purchased roller blade wheels. They work. Oh, roller blade wheels. I will look because I do love my chair. You signed up for August, Millie. I'm so glad. Oh, another great album. Another great album for August. Kathy, just buy new caster wheels to replace all the wheels. Oh, I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look. Oh, thank you, Tater Tot. Thank you. And thank you for spending your crafty time with me. I know that there are a bazillion people on the internet right now, probably broadcasting, and thank you all for spending your time here. Thank you so very much. Yeah. So the fact that we did this, and I can't say this enough, in 2011. This was 2011. Isn't that crazy? So crazy. I'm going to look into it, guys. Thanks for telling me that. Thank you. I'm so excited. I don't want to give up my chair. I didn't even think about that. So this album is the Crop-A-Home album. If you can't attend the Crop-A-Home, no worries. This tutorial will be available in the shop. All right, it is really beautiful. If you love flips and flaps and pullouts, I love a top loading album. There's a new binding system here, guys. You are gonna love this binding system. Yes, these videos will be posted to the project folder as well. Kim, let me just change my camera view for a minute. The only problem with posting these videos to the project folder, I'm gonna take that back for now, is that I really need the watch time. And when we post it to Box, I don't get any watch time. This was one of the biggest problems with my first YouTube channel, all right? Because I put everything in box, so that's why my YouTube channel didn't grow so much throughout all those years, because I don't have the watch hours. I really didn't think about that. You know, my brain doesn't work that way. So, you guys got to watch it on YouTube for a while. All right? I need the watch time. So, it'll be here on YouTube, okay? Eventually, it'll go into Box. How's that? How's that? All right? That's so funny. I laugh at myself. Who's back there? Honey bunny! Hi, baby! So anyway, the album is really gorgeous. So if you can attend the the crop at home, you'll be able to make this gorgeous album. And you'll also get instructions for the regular cover and this angled cover that I love so much. And the angled cover, it all depends how you dress it up, how it looks. You know, I put this lace around this so it kind of looks, you know, maybe like a garment or a neckline, which is what I wanted it to look like. See how this is mimicking. We could probably also do pearls here. I didn't get pearls for the kit though. I think that would look gorgeous. So there's all sorts of things you can do with this neckline here. All right. But again, you will get a regular album size as well. So it's just really gorgeous. The way the pages stack or cascade is just so fabulous. I love it. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. My biggest downfall with YouTube during my crafting career and the time on YouTube is putting things in box. That was my biggest downfall. Meaning for my channel to grow, not crafting wise. Does that make sense? That was so dramatic. So dramatic. So anyway, this is the English Tea Party collection. You can get this collection hard copy or digital. And you will be able to get this tutorial alone if you don't do the crop at home event. All right. But the crop at home event is just for the experience, guys. It's just going to be so much fun. So much fun. But on YouTube, did you say we have to watch from beginning to end and not stop or rewind it or pause it? I know it's so complicated. You're right, Tater Todd. Do whatever you want, guys. I know it's so complicated. Oh, I'm sorry, Gail. I'm glad you were able to make it in. At least so we can say goodbye to you, love. And also the ads if you don't have the ad thingy. I do have an Amazon affiliate link for the tea event hardware. Do you have a? I do not. This is in my shop. In my shop you can get it. But listen, I would assume that Dr. E can find some kind of affiliate link on Amazon if you guys are overseas to find something similar for this. Why not? I don't think pausing matters as long as you watch to the end. Yeah, but this is a long one, so I get what Tater Tot is saying. Yeah, this one's a long one. People, just watch my videos, people. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, people. You know when in the cartoons when the eyeballs are going around and around and around in a circle, that kind of spirally thing? That's how you guys are going to be with watching my stinking videos. I cannot. Hi, Mary. Yes, this hardware, a similar hardware is in my shop. Not this exact one. The sizing is the same, but this one, and I have more of these, but I'm saving it for a different project, which is why it's not in my shop. This one, I used to have something similar to this one in my shop as well. This one has a hook here, so we can hook something from here. I used to have something similar to this in my shop that I used to sell with a lock and key. This one's just slightly different as well. Oh, Kathy, I need a Kathy off-roading in her Jeep video. Yeah, right. Only if my Robbie's in the car driving. Yeah, I'm not very adventurous, darling. I just started gardening outside. Yeah, I'm not very adventurous, love. But hey, if Robbie's in the car, I'll record us. Yeah. Like the extra bag or whatever it is you put in your plants. No, I mean just in general things like the extra bag of whatever it is you put in your plants. Oh, the pumice. I forgot I haven't recorded that video. I will record that video, Star. I will do it. I just haven't had to repot any of my houseplants. So I only make that mix when I have to repot my houseplants, and my houseplants are pretty happy. But I have this tiny string of pearls that I just recently bought, and she's looking pretty rough. In the clearance section, so I'm gonna repot her. So I'm gonna make a little mix, and I will record myself doing that. This poor little string of pearls plant, she was just calling my name. I couldn't leave her there. She's looking quite rough in this. She's in a tiny little hanging pot. So I will repot her, and I'll do my pumice mixture there. All right. Yes, the magnets are coming soon. I would say another 2 weeks, and I'll have magnets in the shop. All right. I need proof. Jeep World, no video or pic. It didn't happen. Well, I'm not your girl then, babe, because I'm not a crazy. I own a Jeep because I like the way it looks, not because I'm an all-terrain kind of girl. Yeah, not this one. No, ma'am. Hi, Mama. Come say goodbye to everyone. Ooh, you did your hair fancy schmancy.
I put it in.
Look at you. You don't need me no more. Like Faith put her little braids in. She's been so bummed about her hair because she's been swimming, so I haven't been able to do her hair because I refuse to do her hair so she can go swim. So look, she just put her little extensions in. Oh, I love it.
Just like this, you laughed.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's about something else. Sometimes I turn it on the spare TV and let it run. I pick watch all, and then it runs for hours. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, my friends. I am out of here. Re-engineered paper says, cute hair, Faith. There it is.
Aw,
There
thank you.
Yeah.
Give me some hearts.
Give me some hearts.
What happens when we get the hearts?
I don't know. It's just kindness, baby.
What if we get 100 subscribers?
I have more than 100 subscribers.
How many?
Well, right now I have about 3,200 around there. Yeah. Mommy's getting there. Oh, there are your hearts. There are your hearts.
Yay.
Miss Star Patrick just gave you some pink hearts.
Thank you for the pink
Oh,
hearts.
there's Miss Quickie.
Hi, Quickie.
All right, my friends, I'm out of here. You know who has not been in the chat? We have to send her a message, Miss Poppy. Remember from the event? Yeah.
Poppy?
Yeah.
I love Poppy.
Hey, here are some hearts from Miss Annie C. Oh my gosh, Tater Tot just sent you a bunch of hearts. Terry Tooney. Oh my goodness. Re-engineered paper, more hearts. Miss Tina Harold. Miss Bonnie Gill, look at that.
Thank you for all the hearts. Some people are giving some of these.
Good night. Oh, Cuddly Jeeps. Look at Miss Cheryl. Wow. All right, my friends, I'm seriously out of here. I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll be working on Faith's scrapbook with the Storyline paper collections. So that'll be Wednesday at 2 p.m. But that time is very flexible, all right? Because if I can't make it at 2, I'll just figure it out. But 2 o'clock seems to be a good time for me, all right? And then for Remix will be Fridays. So Faith's scrapbook with the Storyline collections. Oh, that's sweet, baby. Will be Wednesdays, and then Fridays will be Remix. All right?
Mama.
Miss Mary Pond says, good night, Faith.
Good night, everyone.
Wendy Murray, Miss Wendy says, oh my gosh, Miss Faith Monroe, you have grown so much. Miss Ruth Watson gave you some hearts as well.
You're
Bye,
all
guys.
giving us so much hearts here and so much hearts in the comments.
I know, I love it. Say good night, Mama.
Good night.
Everyone have a lovely evening and get crafting in that craft room or the dining room table, wherever you craft. Have a fun weekend. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Dr. E, and thank you, Renee, so much for your support in the chat. Love you guys.